Greetings and salutations, such dear beautiful souls. So much love, light, gratitude, appreciation to all of you. For reals. Explanation point of joy. Elf is going to try and do a little bit of a recall of the near-death experiences. Lots of them. Me stop counting, but me thinks around 19 times that the elf should not have been still here. But me's here. Got some good guides, got some good guardians. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So we're going to try and flash back here. First year of high school. Me was into a car accident, and I was a passenger in a Mazda, and a Cadillac hit on my side of the car. Broke my pelvis in 5 places, broke my collarbone, many contusions to the head. And here's the beauty of the self. Wow, my stomach is just... Me remembers seeing a very large garbage truck coming on the driver's side and blacking out. Then my higher self kind of really stepped in. And so after the crash, me crawls over the driver's seat and gear shift with a broken pelvis, no less, and a collarbone. And I can't imagine how much blood was like gushing out of my head. Got up, got out of the car, and walked around in a circle like 3 times, and then passed out in a puddle. And this is all from my friend's point of view. Me woke up in the ambulance, like came to in the ambulance. In better words, because I was still like awake-ish. So there's the power of 1, adrenaline, 2, your subconscious taking care of the vessel. 3, me was not in tuned enough to actually be conscious at the same time. They said I wasn't gonna walk. Anywho, next time was another car accident, but I was on a bike. And I hit a Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Went flying, flipping up over. This was only a year and a half after my first accident. A year and a half? Maybe a year and a half? Yeah. Somewhere. Time's wonky for the elf, especially when I'm trying to recall. Yeah. Me barely remembers going flipping, flying, whee, over the whole car. From front end to the back end, supposedly. Broke my kneecap, my other collarbone, more cuts to the head. Me came to, and the paramedic was like attending to me, and me come to, and the first things out of my mouth is, well, bleep, I'm still here. And the EMT says to me, what do you mean by that? And me goes, well, I'm not good enough for heaven, and apparently I'm not bad enough for hell. So me is still back here. So fast forward to, we'll just skip over the other ones that just are really irrelevant of, you know, not making it, but making it. On car accidents and other things. We'll fast forward to the most recent, the one that me was actually conscious for. The whole initial scene, me was out, right? But in that time frame, which was probably in this reality, only a few minutes, me was gone for like hours. In that other realm where me got to have conversations, but telepathically, not in a as we speak type conversation. There's a video with most of it of like, you know, some of that. So I'm gonna fast forward on that and try and like save some time here. Me sat at a table and I got to see all of me guides. With me guides, but also me. They're aspects of me. They're part of my multi-dimensional being. And I got to review bits of my life and review bits of my past life. And it was like one heck of a movie scene. But I watched it on this really cool translucent table, but it wasn't really a table. It was more like a monitor screen. Me felt like I was on a ship. Maybe that was the best way for my mind to comprehend what was going on. So the mind will do that. You know, if it's too much of an overload, it'll make it something that it can actually comprehend. The feeling that I got while I was there was so peaceful, so love, just love. There was no fear. There was no any other lower base dense emotions. It was grand in many aspects. At the end of the conversation, we got to walk through a hallway that reminds me of a ship, like a spaceship, if we want to call it that. Me's been there before. Me has recall of this hallway, corridor. And when me went to go jump back into the body, me got to have a wee bit of a glimpse of the travel back. And most of the time when Elf does the out of the body experience traveling, me never really remembers coming back in. I just remember just getting slammed back into this body. I got to have a glimpse of what me would, and the best way to phrase it was a ship, not like a sailing ship or anything, but take Star Trek and put it to the seventh dimensional power of a vessel. It's a very good way to phrase that. Me felt like me was just pure light ball, almost like a meteor or a falling star type deal, kind of aspect, because me body was back here on Earth still. So that was interesting. Sitting there and greeting and meeting all of me, there were different sentient beings there. My connection to what most would phrase as galactic families. There was, my dragon, me, because it is me, a dragon, two that looked humanoidish, like a druid and a wizard, because that was the best way for my mind to comprehend. There was a being from Orion, a being from Sirius B, me elf self, literally. There was a me elf self. A Palladian that was in the form of a whale. Octurian. Me's trying to recall them all now as me sitting here. Me can't count. Me's not going to try and count. there was my other avatar as a cat bird. That's the one me really attunes to, along with my dragon, 99.9% of the time. Me's getting better in incorporating and integrating the other aspects of self into this vessel, to be able to articulate it out into words, vibrations of the beings. But me had a choice. Me had a choice. They flat out blank asked me stay, me go. Me stays, me gets to, you know, have that etherical healing. And me knows that healing chamber. Me's been there many, many, many times, where there's a crystal bed, I guess you could call it a bed, but it fits me body. Only me can fit in it. There's usually 3 healers within that chamber that are always there. Me thinks that they're always there. Let's put it that way. And then from there, me usually goes to a different realm to do more clearing and cleansing and healing. Where was I going with this? They asked me, and I said, yeah. At first, me was like, nah, man, I'm kind of done with the being a human on this beautiful planet Earth. But they showed me a glimpse of, I guess, what most people would say, future. And with that, and then just with being around them and having that sense of wholeness, complete wholeness that we seek sometimes outside of self in others, to connect, that frequency, that energy exchange, that feeling of calm, peace, or completion, many would probably say. Like, I hear that in many love poems and stuff. You complete me. Always makes me chuckle. Me is quite complete. Almost got derailed there. It's not difficult for me to express these things. It's difficult for Elf to articulate it in such a way with words, because these are mostly images in me mind, because they weren't words. They were feelings. That's part of telepathy, telepathically connected, and not seeing with me eyeballs, seeing with my third eye. So it's interesting to sit here and have a conversation about what actually happened. Me thinks that the best form to articulate these things would possibly be for me to be in a meditative state and just allow the flow. Because I wouldn't say ego, but there's well, maybe we could call it ego, because it is protecting. It is protecting. It's protecting what me holds in very high regards of this experience. But main point, to express that there is so much more than to our existence here in this body, in this quote-unquote lifetime. We are souls that many of us have been here many times. Me got the glimpse to see that I've been here well over 1,000 times. Me has been in a human form over probably, I don't know, I can't put a number on it, but me has been in a form of a tree. Me has been in a form of an ant. Me has been in a form of a rock. That was very interesting. Me has been in a form of bird. Me has been in the form of actual dragon. Me has been in the form of all the other beautiful sentient beings that me has got to meet in that moment. Me has been a fish, yeah. Besides a whale, me was a fish. Me has gotten the experience to be I don't know how to phrase this yet. Me has gotten the experience to be, I guess, what most people would phrase as a ghost. As a guide ghost. Some people may even be able to say angel. Me don't know. Me don't want to put labels on, because that I think is one of yes, there's the I. Me thinks that it's part of one, me experiences. Two, to put labels and stuff, it's putting me in a box. Me is not in a box. Me cannot fit in a box. Don't put the Sagittarius in a stall. Me don't like it. I'm me a free ranger, wild stallion, Mustang. Yeah. Me has come back as in many of different. What do we call this? Genders. Me has been male. Me has been female. Me has been from everything. Me has experienced pretty much everything in all aspects and walks and talks of life on that level. And it's grand to be in touch with that, because me can sit here and say, I am, Elf herself is, a part of everything. Everything. From a microspeck of dust. Because that's kind of how a rock is. It's collection, condensed energy of particles. Dust, rock, sand, earth, whatever. It's just really compressed. There was another really good point that me had before me sat down, and it's almost like tangibly lost. Me knows me as what we quote unquote call angel. Me gets called that a lot from other beautiful souls from when I do what I do, or when me does what me does. Me knows me has wings, not just dragon wings. Me knows me has wings. Me knows me angel name. Me shall not say it, because that's just mine. That is mine. That is mine. And only me is supposed to know. I mean, if anyone can figure it out, yes, you could say it to me, but me is not going to freely just blah, because that's power. Naming is power. Naming is a part of control. That's again like why I don't want to put, yes, there is an I. That is why me does not want to put myself into a box or a label or say that me is this or me is that, because that kind of throws things into the wonky funk bonk. But me could sit here and tell you tales of so many things, but it's only how you perceive the elf. It's only how you are listening to the elf. It's only how you feel about the elf that forms your thoughts on how you accept the elf. Ooh, that's a good way to put it. Okay. In the sense of me is derailed and me is a little distracted more than me thought I was. There's lots of things going on here today. Me felt it last night that there was something brewing kind of deal. And me is just incorporating and riding it and holding space for so many beautiful souls right now that feel like they're lost, or feel like they're not in touch with themselves, or feel like they don't shine, or feel like they don't have a purpose, or feel like they want to help or change the outside people, world, so on and so forth, which is grand. But again, that's like me said yesterday, it's that empty well theory. You know, you got to fill your well up first. You got to heal yourself first, and through that you are healing everything else and everyone else. And it's leading by example, not by control. That's why me shares these things. Me got, you know, lots of good messages of, you know, share, keep sharing, keep talking, keep saying. With my words, I'm sending out vibrations of higher frequencies, of healing. Even when I'm not saying I'm sending you healing, me is still, my voice is sending out that vibrational wave that you get to pick up through the speaker in this device, and then you get to play it back either on headphones or just, you know, regular speaker. That's why me thinks music is so important, because it's that vibrational waves again, and it's all coming down to frequencies. How are we perceiving them? Even outside frequencies of like interactions we have with others. And I mean others as in like plants, animals, you know, creatures, humans, guides. Me likes that one. Guides, guardians. And the veil is getting thinner and thinner and thinner, which is beautiful. Me sees the shift. Me knows it's, whereas it's, no, me's not going to say that. Me just knows. We'll just leave it at that. But me had a moment from the last time I had that near-death experience. Me was at the point of me was done. Me asked the creator. Me asked my guides of, me is done. Me's done with this planet. Me feels like me has done everything that me as possibly could do for myself, let alone for everyone else. And me was feeling so depleted and so drained and so, quote unquote, over it all, literally. Where me designed this grand exit plan, but me also, without consciousness, designed the experience for me to really know that there was so much more work to be done. Work isn't just being, isn't just sharing, as in just holding space. Me can sit in a room and be silent and just hold space and listen, or just because me doesn't really let me will like interact. But me is more conscious and aware of how me is interacting. Where's my energies going? And that's from being able to tap into those other aspects of myself. And it's kind of amazing. Although that's like the kind of word for it, but that's the only one that comes up right now. But me is aware that all the beautiful souls that me is connecting with now, and the ones that I have not met yet, that's an I, all the ones that me has not connected with yet, that are coming into me life, me knows they're there for reasons. Me sees the reasons. Me gets it. Me is allowing and opening up more for that higher base frequencies of the tribes to come in to connect to this switchboard of Elf. Me was very much closed off, as in regards to who me let in. Me was very closed off in regards of to what energies me let in. Me was very closed off in regards to how me was speaking and interacting with most of these beautiful souls. So with that, me's gonna close this off because me doesn't know how much time me has, and time. Ha ha ha. Time is a funny thing. Yeah, that's a whole nother video. But me has other things that me is going to be doing. I have some grand souls that me wants to connect with that me said that we was gonna. So me's gonna. Me sticking to the plan. Me sees the trail. Me knows which footsteps me is going to be taking without thinking and just doing, just going naturally, instinctually, and allowing it. That's the control thing again. Just me has no control. And sometimes me has no clue either. Is what me is saying, me is doing. That's where me allows the higher self or any of those other aspects to embody thyself and not be just a human. Because me is not just human. We're all not just humans. We are multiple things. We are the plants. We are the animals. We are the Mother Earth. We are the other aspects of ourselves. And we are the collective at the same. So with that being said, be kind. Be compassionate. Be unconditionally loving. Be unconditionally forgiving to yourself and to all others. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the new watch timers. I'm gonna phrase it that way now. Watch timers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Me lovins you. Me lovins you. Me sees you. Me knows. Me gives you one beautiful elf hug because me can. And you can accept the hug or you don't have to. You can just, save it for later when you need one. All right. Be well. We got this.